Little cooler now here. England's experience of conditions. They played Scotland here. Japan's 2 games have been in the north. That experience may be vital as we prepare to kick off then in the final of the group games.
We was in the gym in the morning, just at city training, and one by one, like, they kept coming out. So we was scrolling in the gym. We was getting told off for being on our phones in the gym, but everyone was so excited that obviously everyone wanted to be a part of it. And I remember going out on the training pitch, and my name hadn't been called, so I was a little bit apprehensive. Obviously, you don't know the outcome. And then as we were training, my sports scientist ran over to me and was like, "You're in, Raheem's called you into the squad." So I was absolutely made up, and I couldn't wait to tell my family.
Stanway. The Lionesses World Cup squad has been announced today, and I've been given the permission to confirm that you're going to France. I just want to say a massive congratulations, especially on the great season you've had. But I just wanted to wish you and all the Lionesses the best in France this summer.
I think for me, I had like a big thing that I wanted to do just before the tournament was sign for City. I was really pleased to have got that kind of done and dusted right before the tournament. So I went into the tournament with like a really clear head, clear mind, and really excited and wanted to kind of do whatever I could to help the team, whether that was on the pitch, off the pitch, and just enjoy every moment of the World Cup, really.
The first few weeks of camp were unbelievable. The whole journey, I think it was 7 weeks in total, and I loved every single minute of it.
To be able to kind of go to the beach all together, bond, have a little bit of fun, a bit of downtime, I think they're so important to have those moments within a tournament. It definitely bonded us as a team. We got closer and closer, and it definitely made a big difference in those big moments and those massive games that we had throughout the tournament.
Literally, we're just in the pool, and I've got an inflatable, and I can't remember what has happened, but I was probably just winding her up.
There's nothing has happened. For context, nothing has happened.
And the more she told me to stop, the more I just carried on. And then a few of the other girls joined in, so Jill's shouting and kind of turns it into a psychological practice. So she's shouting, "Stay in your blue."
Stay in your blue. Stay in your blue.
So blue means that you kind of need to stay cool when like things are going against you. So Jill's shouting, "Stay cool." And then I hit her one last time, and I caught her really good.
Jill egging it on. Like, what is wrong with her?
That just sums us up throughout the tournament, really. We loved each other. We bounced off each other. Whatever we did, we made it entertaining, and that we kind of tried to cause trouble through camp. Just trying to be jokers and just trying to enjoy ourselves and have some fun.
She's right. We did. I think that literally sums up our relationship, of me sort of letting Georgia get away with whatever she wants up to a certain point, and then she knows I'm gonna flip my switch. Notoriously, I'm the grandma of our relationship, so I think she was just trying to wind me up, which she did every day, really. But she was a perfect person for me during that experience, and literally kept me in my blue the whole time, just having such a great time. So yeah, like it's funny that. Well, I'm glad that she obviously has that reflection as well, but it's nice to know that when you look back on tournaments, you remember the football, of course, but you remember so much else about it. And I think me and Georgia and the friendship that sort of grew over that is something that will probably stay with us, and hopefully, like, with long England careers ahead of us, yeah, it's something to remember, and I'm glad we've got them memories now, even being hit in the face 1,000 times and trying not to lose it.
The way the games were spaced out and where they were, it just seemed like a really good opportunity to have 2 weeks. And then we just thought, actually, why don't we take the camper? So it was the first time that we'd ever taken it away for a sort of trip for a long time. Then we were heading down, and it was only going to take 9 hours. And then, of course, we realised that a camper van doesn't move as fast as
No.
Google Maps thinks that it should.
We got there like within a day or so of the Japan game, so we literally kind of explored Nice a little bit and had more time to relax and kind of soak up a bit more of the atmosphere, which was good.
We get told the team a few days before the actual game, and I remember just going into the meeting room as you do. Me as a younger one, I never ever expect to see my name in the team sheet. I just go, like, look at the team and I'm like buzzing for the girls, raring for them, doing what I can to support them. I remember going in and my name being on and I was thinking, like, is this an error? Like, surely it's a typo, something's gone wrong there. And then I remember him speaking to me saying that he trusted me and that he knew that I was able to do the job.
I absolutely love playing against Japan. I love watching them play. Obviously, yeah, you know, I've got a lot of memories from 2011, obviously scoring my first ever World Cup goal against them. A lot of our preparation was about being really diligent in our game plan, but also trying to be as clinical. You know, we may not get a lot of chances, so that was really important going into that game, that were really clinical in front of goal to be able to, you know, score when we had those moments and hopefully then come away with a win.
For that game, we had friends coming to meet us as well.
Yeah.
They'd flown over from San Francisco. And their flight landed about 2 hours before the game.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously we had to have a little bit of jeopardy at some point.
Yeah.
I think the bus ride to the stadium in like a massive or major tournament like the World Cup, it still kind of blows my mind really that, you know, we have that police escort. You know, as you get close to the stadium, you've got people kind of screaming at the bus. You know, the crowd is getting bigger and bigger.
Everyone's kind of got their specific seats on the bus, so you just go in, you take your seat, and then I'll always just either listen to music or just have a chat. And I think I remember that day specifically because I just put my headphones in. I always listen to sad songs, I don't know why, but I feel like if I listen to pumped up music then I get myself too excited and I'll end up causing problems or doing something wrong.
I was listening to the Peter Crouch's podcast actually on the way to pretty much every game for the World Cup. So I pretty much fall asleep for the journey to the stadium. So I don't know if that's normal or not, but it seems to prepare me for a game.
As soon as you get to the game, I take my earphones out and then I walk in because I just like to hear the crowd and kind of hear what's going on.
Stanway in behind. Chance here for Ellen White for England.
I did a lot of preparation for the World Cup of the goalies that we'd face, especially in the group stage and then moving into the knockout stages of, you know, how they move and how I was best to kind of score.
She scores again against Japan.
Ellen did unbelievable to put it in the back of the net, and I think it kind of surprised us all. You can see in the celebrations the fact that Ellen's got her arms out, and obviously everyone's running towards her.
In that moment, the goalie was running out at me, the Japanese goalie, and I just thought that, you know, to dink her, she was kind of falling on the floor and hopefully it went in. It was kind of like a slow motion for that goal going in, but yeah, it was a great moment. I just said to Georgia, if you could just assist me, that would just be brilliant. No, I think Georgia has, as young as she is, she's had so many moments, you know, big moments, and played in big stadiums. You know, she's played in FA Cup finals, she's played in the Champions League, she's played in big moments for Man City. And, you know, this was an amazing occasion for her, and I think she really thrived. And, you know, I'm really proud of the way that she conducted herself, the way she performed. It was a great kind of moment for her in her debut, and yeah, I'm really proud of her for what she did in that game and, you know, throughout the tournament to help us get to where we were, really.
Yeah, that's unreal. Ellen scored an unbelievable goal with a little bit of help from me. I wouldn't say I did a lot, but a little bit of help, so it was unbelievable to get the win, but it's nice to hear that she says them nice things about me.
Without being too cheesy, the next goal would like change the game.
To make it 2-0 at that time, I think we were quite on the back foot. So I think that really gave us the belief and the will to kind of keep going for the last kind of moments of the game.
Here's White. White's through and goal! Ellen White! Has ensured England have won the group.
just know when she gets to that area, she is, you know, pretty deadly. And
I love the way she celebrates as well. It's always like she's surprised or like shocked. It's just kind of, yeah.
I do say to a lot of people, you should be in my head when that's happening, because it's slightly different to maybe what I look like on the outside. To score another goal in a World Cup is a dream for me. So yeah, I think it was just so many emotions, and it was a tough game as well. So yeah, it was just a really great moment in that game to help the team get to kind of 2-0 and kind of push us over the line to get the 3 points, really.
The Lionesses history makers, it seems. For the first time, 3 wins in 3 in a group stage in a World Cup.
I remember it really well because that was the first game that my parents couldn't make because it was in school term and they're both teachers, and they were proud of me. They couldn't make that game, but I remember them being on TV and just watching it and supporting me throughout. And I remember coming back into the changing rooms having hundreds of messages off my hometown saying how proud they were of me, and it was just a day that I'll never ever forget.
To be able to have those little moments with your family and friends was so important for us, and you know, that's what I think drove me. That, you know, I want to make them proud. You know, whenever I'm kind of standing there, you know, at national anthem, I'm looking up, seeing where they are, waving at them, because, you know, it's a special moment to have them in the crowd and supporting, you know, the whole team.
okay.
Hi Susie, it's Georgia Stanway here. I just wanted to send you a quick message to say thank you very much for all the support that you've given us throughout the years and all the games that you've been to. We massively appreciate it. Hopefully we'll be back up and running again soon, and that we'll see you at a game soon. Thank you.
Cool. Oh, wow.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for your support, you know, travelling around France, supporting us at the World Cup, also in a camper van. I wish I could have joined you actually. That would have been a lot of fun to kind of travel around France. But yeah, we really appreciate your support. I hope you made loads of memories supporting us at the World Cup, and hopefully, you know, we can see you at a game very soon. But yeah, thank you so much for all your support, and yeah, hope you're safe and well.
Amazing.
That's unbelievable.
Cool. Brilliant.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Short and sweet.